welcome back to part 2 of the Empire versus Orcs. Now, in the last video, we saw the Empire. They've got defense in 2 of their 3 zones. Their kingdom zone is still open. That's what the Orcs keep attacking. But they've had enough. The Empire's had enough tactics. They've been able to deflect most of the damage. The Orcs, on the other hand, their quest zone is still wide open. They just got some defense out for the kingdom zone after taking a little damage, and they've got a pretty good unit armed with a choppa up there. That's what they've been using to attack the Empire capital. Alright, so let's go ahead and get started with the Empire Kingdom phase. 1, 2, 3, 4 power icons. So that gives us 4 resources to use this turn. Now the quest phase, we have 2 power icons. That means we draw 2 cards. Let's see what we get. Alright, we got a 2-cost unit and a support card that costs 2. Now this is City Gates. It's another building. After your turn begins, place the top card of your deck into this zone as a development. Now again, you can run out of cards, and if you do, you lose. So you got to be careful playing these kind of cards, because you're going to be down 1 extra card every turn. But it will give you an extra resource or card, depending on where you play it. So we're just going to put this in the back for now. We'll remember we have that. I'm wanting to get some units out. We need some defense over here in the Kingdom Zone. They both have 1 hit point. So it's not much, but it will stop an attack at the Kingdom Zone. So let's see which one we'd rather do. I like these Warrior Priests because the first point of damage assigned to this unit each turn is redirected to 1 target in any battlefield. So essentially he gets to bounce 1 back, which protects him from 1, and he gets to do his damage then. So we're going to go ahead and put the Warrior Priests in the Kingdom Zone. So it's going to cost 2 resources and 1 loyalty, which we have 1, 2, 3, 4 out right now. So we're doing fine on loyalty. So this is going to go in our Kingdom Zone. Okay, so we have 2 resources left to spend. Now do we want to bring up the Bright Wizard Apprentice? Spend 2 resources to target the effect of an action just triggered by another unit. Cancel the effects of that action. That is really good if played in the quest zone. So let's go ahead and do that. Now this will come in handy later on when I have more resources available, which next turn I will, because I played another power icon here. So let's go ahead and spend our last 2 resources and 2 loyalty. And we're going to play the Bright Wizard here. Plus that gives us an extra defense, so now we can block up to 2 points if we want to do that. Alright, so that is the end of the capital phase. Now it is the battlefield phase. So they still have an open zone over there, no defense. So my Pistoliers are going to attack. So we're going to say quest zone is where we're attacking. We're attacking with the Pistoliers. They have no defense, and they have no resources. So let's see if there's anything they could do. I've got a couple 0-cost cards, but these are to lower the cost of the next unit the Orcs play. So that's not going to help in battle. So the 1 damage that is going towards the quest zone makes it. Alright. So that will finish the Empire's turn. Now it's the Orcs' turn. They have no leftover resources, so we don't have to wipe that out. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that means we have 4 resources to spend this turn. Only 1 power icon in the quest zone, so we only draw 1 card. And it is a unit. Cost 1. Crooked Teeth Goblin, battlefield only. It's a 1/1. This is just your basic 1/1 creature. But since it can be battlefield only, there's no choice here. We're going to go ahead and bring that out, because we need the Orcs are just going to build up their army just to keep slamming against the Empire. We've got 3 left. See if there are any tactics. What's this? Each attacking unit gains 2 until the end of the turn. Alright, so we're not going to use that just yet. Because they've only got 2 hit points here, 2 there, 1 there. So if they block wherever we attack, we will be able to take them out already. We don't need that extra damage just yet. Alright, so that was the capital phase. We're going to have 3 left over. That could help us if we need it. This is turn 1 target development face up. If it is a unit, leave it in play and sacrifice it at the end of the turn. Otherwise, sacrifice it immediately. You know what? Nope, there are no developments out. Okay. Alright, so the Orcs are going to... Let's see, are they going to attack? Let's see what we have going on. They've got 4 power total. Now if they attack here, 1 will immediately get bounced back, which they'll probably kill off those crooked teeth goblins. But we would definitely kill him. I think what we do... So we've got 2 here. 2 here, but they would only do 1 power back. You know what? We're going to attack the battlefield. We're going straight for the battlefield zone. This is going to be interesting. Okay, so we're attacking with both the followers of Mork, equipped with Choppa. They have a total power of 3, and we're going to do the Crooked Teeth Goblins. They've got a power of 1. So we've got 4 coming here. Now, now I get to assign where I want this damage to go. And, well, let's see if he has to declare defenders, if he's going to. Alright, so does he want to lose his only battlefield unit? Now, if you look at this, he doesn't have any other units in his hand. This is not good for the Empire. You know what? He is going to have to... gonna have to let it through. He's not gonna... He can't lose them because that's what's doing damage to the Orcs. Alright, so the 4 damage right now is gonna make it through to the battlefield zone. Is there anything we can do? With no resources, we've got no free cards, so we have to let it through. So that is 5 damage total now on the battlefield zone. Now a reminder that each zone only has 8 hit points, and if all 8 hit points are if the zone is damaged to all of its hit points, it then becomes burning. And if a capital city has 2 zones that are burning, they lose. So the Empire's really got to watch it. Okay, so that's going to end the Orcs' turn. Now it is time for the Empire. Now this game is interesting because there is no hand limit. You don't have to deal back or draw back down to 7 or 5 at the end of your turn. You can have as many cards as you want in your hand. Okay, so at the beginning of the turn, we go to the Kingdom phase. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're looking at 5, 2, 3, 4. 5 resources to spend this turn. Quest phase, 1, 2, 3 cards drawn. You have to be careful. If you get too many out here, you're going to be burning through your deck. You don't want to run out. Okay, we have a 6 cost unit. This is a hero, so that's going to be a good one, but won't be bringing that out for a little while yet. Okay, we have another support card, a contested village. This is a limited card. That just means you can only play 1 limited card each turn. But it will. There's no other ability, but it will give an additional resource or card drawn. And demoralize. One target loses 2 power. Okay, so let's put that there. Okay, so we have 5 to spend. Let's see. I'm going to go with, yeah, can't do that. I definitely want to put this contested building. I want to get even more resources each turn. So I'm going to spend 1 resource to bring out the contested village. Okay, so we've got that going. And is there a card that I probably won't use? I don't think I'm going to do this. Oh wait, no. After your turn, place the top card of your deck. I won't be using the city gates. So I'm going to turn this over to put this in the battlefield zone. So now instead of 8 with that development, it now has 9 hit points. And the way I organize my table, let's see, let's just use this. If you imagine a line right like that, anything above that line, I consider the battlefield. So off this capital card, anything on this side obviously is the quest, anything on this side is kingdom, but anything above this whole line here is battlefield. So it can get pretty crowded around here, but yeah, just don't think this is part of the kingdom zone, it's part of the battlefield zone. Okay, that's just how I do it. Alright, so that's the end of my capital phase. I can't, there's nothing else for me to purchase. So again, they still have their quest zone open. So we're going to do, the Pistoliers are going to attack for 1 damage. They've got no defenders to declare, so we're going to put that marker there. They have a chance to prevent that. They've got 3 resources left over. 1 target loses a power and another target gains a power until the end of the turn. Turn 1 target development face up. Okay. You know what? Here's what we're going to do. We're going to use Favor of Mork. Cost 1. Cost 2 loyalty, but loyalty doesn't matter at this point. It's a spell. 1 target unit loses 1 and another gains it. So it doesn't really matter which one gains it because it's just to the end of this turn. But the one who loses it is that one. So no damage from the Pistoliers this turn. But before we move on, oh wait, no, that's it. Wait, no, tactics can be done at any time. So rip their heads off. So this tactic will give you an action. Turn 1 target development face up. If it's a unit, leave it in play and sacrifice it at the end of the turn. Otherwise, sacrifice it immediately. We're going to do this, cost 1, on their development. Because target 1 development. So let's see what it is. If it's a unit, which it's not, if it was a unit, it would be sacrificed at the end of the turn, which we're at the end of the turn, but since it's not a unit, it gets sacrificed immediately. So the battlefield zone is back down to only 8 hit points. And that's going to end the Orcs' turn. All right, let's get back to the Empire here. We'll do another round. Okay, we wipe out unused... Wait, you know what? Hold on 1 second. I may have something... move up to 2 targets. Nope. Nope. I had something about... opponent cannot target your units with card effects. Oh, that was not a unit. Okay, so there was nothing I could do about it. Alright, so let's start the Empire turn. We'll wipe out leftover resources. Now this turn we're going to be getting 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 resources to spend. This is getting crazy. Hey, we can bring out this big guy now if we need to. 3 power in the quest zones. That gives us 3 cards. Okay, so that gives us a cost of 2 units. The Sigmar's Blessed. After this unit leaves play, return 1 target unit in any player's corresponding zone to its owner's hand. So that would really help. I definitely want to bring these guys out. Now we also have this Armory. It's a support card. If it's played in the Kingdom Zone, this card gains 1 power while you have at least 2 developments in the zone. It has 1 to begin with, but it could gain a second. And since that's what... Okay, so we're going to go ahead and do both of those. And then I want to show you what this card is that I just drew. But we're going to go ahead and pay 2 to build an Armory in the Kingdom Zone. Now, we're not going to go for the developments to try to get the extra. I just wanted that 1 extra one, so, man, starting next turn, if nothing changes, we're going to be drawing 7 resources to spend. Okay, we're going to spend 2 more to bring out this unit. It's just a 1/1, but again, if it leaves play, return 1 target unit in any player's corresponding zone to its owner's hand. So that will come in handy. And I'm going to go ahead and put this over here, because we're going to be attacking again. He's still wide open, so now we're going to be doing 2 damage, hopefully. All right, this other card that I just drew, this is a quest card, and this particular one costs 0. Costs 2 loyalty. Defend the border. While Defend the Border has 3 or more resource tokens. Well, let me read down here first. Forced. So you have to do this. Place 1 resource token on this card at the beginning of your turn if a unit is questing here. So it builds up at the beginning of your turn. You put a new token on here. So while this card has 3 or more resource tokens on it, redirect the first point of damage done to your capital each turn to another target unit or capital. That's going to be awesome. So I'm going to go ahead and play this because it costs nothing. But the thing with a quest card is you have to designate a card, a unit, to be questing on it. So I'm going to put these huntsmen on the quest card. Actually, we'll just do like this. Okay. So as long as those hunters, as long as the huntsmen are on that card, I'll be putting a resource token at the beginning of each of my turns, and then we'll get the benefit of it once there are 3 or more tokens. Okay, so we've got that. There's nothing else I want to spend right now. I do have to remember that 1 target can lose 2 power to the end of the turn. Alright, so I'm going to attack. It's my battlefield phase. His quest zone is still open, so I'm going to attack his quest zone with both my Pistoliers and Sigmar's Blessed. So we've got 2 damage headed toward this zone here. He has no defenders, so he can't declare any defenders. Let's see if he has any tactics that could help. He could use this again. 1 target loses a power and another target unit gains a power because he has 1 resource left. In fact, he's going to go ahead and do that because that's wide open. He needs to try to save that. So he's going to say the Sigmar's Blessed. They're the ones that now do no damage. And he'll just say this one has extra power, but it ends at the end of the turn. So, alright, so that's what he did, and 1 damage made it through to the Kingdom Zone. Alright, so that's the end of the Empire's turn. Let's go ahead and do 1 more Orc turn here. No leftover resources, so we'll start fresh. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4 resources to spend, and only 1 card to draw. He really needs to get some units here. It's a support card, Contested Fortress. Cancel 1 damage to your capital each turn. This is excellent, and he is going to play that. Now, does he want extra resources or extra cards? In this case, he needs cards bad. So we're going to go ahead and spend those 3 resources, and we're going to build the Contested Fortress in the quest zone. So now he'll be able to draw 2 cards each turn. There's 1 resource left, but there's nothing to do with that one. Alright, So he is going to, wait, is he going to attack? I think he is. In fact, spend 1 resource. He is going to do the same thing. He's going to attack with both his followers of Mork, who are armed with the choppa, and the goblins. That's 4 power coming over. He's attacking the battlefield zone. So now the Empire has to declare defenders. Now this one blocks 2. This one would block 1. After the unit leaves play, so I really don't want to. Well, let's see. What is this one? 1 point of damage. Okay, so if I kill him, he's going to force me to put something back in my hand. What if I go here? Spend 2 resources to target the effects of an action. Okay. I think our better bet in this case would be to attack the quest zone. Okay. So we're going for the quest zone. He has 2 cards he can use to defend with. He's not... Let's see. If he defends with that, he's going to lose it, which that will have to restart the next turn. So he's not going to block with that. He will block with this one, though. Okay. So he declares his blocker. So now I determine where I want my damage to go. So he has 1... I've got 4 damage to assign. 4 power coming from there. So I'm going to assign 1 power there and 3 to the zone. Now he's going to get 1 power back, so he's going to assign this one to the goblins since they only have 1 hit point. So now let's see what anybody can play. There's nothing the Orcs have. Let's see what the Empire has up its sleeve. Okay, move up to 2 target developments, don't need that. Target a tactic just played, don't need that. 1 target loses 2 power until the end of the turn. So that would... Okay. Let's do that. We're going to play this. Okay, so he's going to lose 2 power. Now, since the attacker determines where damage goes, I'm going to assume I get to, pick which damage. The Orcs would get to pick which damage they want to lose. So the 2 points from the choppa, that goes away. They're still wanting 1 point on him and 1 point on the zone itself. Now, here's something. Target a tactic just played, copy the effects without paying its cost. So if I spend my last 2 resources, now it's 4 loyalty, but I've got that, I could duplicate and they would lose 1 more power. Because it says, okay, I'll walk through this. It says duplicate the power. And this is 1 target unit loses 2. So right now, this unit had already lost 2. So right now they're both just doing 1. So it doesn't matter which one I pick. I'll just pick this one. So now there's only 1 damage coming from the Orcs. And since there is a unit there, they have to go with the unit first. So after all that, the damage is going to the wizard, and the damage is going to the goblins. So now we actually resolve the damage. That gets discarded, and this gets discarded. And that was the end of the Orcs' turn. So that was a pretty good battle. Tell you what, those tactic cards have really saved a lot of damage this game. But that's going to do it for this episode. Thanks for watching, and come back next time to see who beats up on whom. Bye.